And how was your weekend and what is the weather like where you are? My weekend was pretty good. The weather out here isn't so good. It's grey, damp and miserable. But what do you expect here in the UK? So what did I get up to over the weekend? Not a great deal. I was hoping to see at least Predator or The Running Man. But to be honest, I haven't been to the cinema for a while, and the local cinema that I would usually go to is shut down for refurbishment. So the nearest one after that was a little bit of a way in the next town. But haven't ticket prices just, they're a joke, absolute joke. I looked at the cinema near me and it was £15 per person. So in order for two of us to go, 30 quid straight out the bat. And I think that is one reason why cinema is dying, because of the sheer cost of going. And I think for the average person, a family, I mean, can you imagine taking a family with £15 a ticket? You're looking at 60 quid before you even get through the door. And then not only that, if you go with a family and kids and everything, they're going to want something to eat, popcorn, fizzy drinks and stuff. And I think this is one reason why at the moment the cinema industry is in decline, is because they're just simply pricing people out of the market. The other thing which doesn't help is, had we gone to see Predator, for example, and paid nearly 50 quid to go for the privilege of seeing it in the cinema on the big screen, by the end of December, it's probably going to be on Disney Plus anyway. And I think if they're going to reverse the trend, the downward trend in the industry, is they need to look at seriously what they do with the streaming services, as well as the actual cost of going to the cinema itself. Now, the cinema that I would have gone to, ticket prices for that were £9 each, which seems to be, for me, that's about an average. And I know you're only talking about £6, £7 difference, but that £6, £7 difference adds up, particularly when there's more than one of you going. And that, I think, is one of the main reasons why cinema is really struggling. The other thing that didn't help, obviously, was the pandemic in 2020. And things kind of picked up a little bit, but then actors and writers went on strike, didn't they? So then the films again that were due to be released weren't released, causing a bit of a backlog. And I think generally the quality of films is a very mixed bag. Some films you'll go to and you can watch. Godzilla, for example, -1 was an absolute, for me, an absolute phenomenal film, made on a budget of only $15 million. Now, you have the other Godzilla films that are made by New Line and Warner Brothers with 3 or 4 times that budget. But I preferred Godzilla -1. And it's really nice to know that they're actually planning to do a sequel with the same writer, director, and producer, because it's just the same guy, which I think was quite amazing. If you look at how the difference in quality with Godzilla -1, for example, to Predator, I'm just throwing it out there, to consider that only one person was in charge of the visual effects, the writing and the directing, it shows what talent that guy's got, particularly with a budget of only $15 million. So I can't really say that I'm not looking forward to the sequel. I really am looking forward to the sequel to Godzilla -1, which I believe is called Godzilla Zero. So they've stepped it up a bit. Now, having said that, that's not to say that I don't enjoy the regular Godzilla movies by New Line and that the Monsterverse. I think the Monsterverse has gone off in a reasonable tangent. I hope they bring a little bit more seriousness to the franchise rather than just having everything kind of with this Marvel humour, which is okay for the odd film, but we seem to be homogenised with all the storytelling and everything seems to have that Marvel humour. Now, it worked for a while. The more recent one, this time last year, when I was looking forward to Wolverine and Deadpool, that worked because, Deadpool's Deadpool with Ryan Reynolds, and it just kind of works and flows. But I don't think it works so much for Thor or some of the other characters, which should be a little bit more serious. So, yeah, I didn't get to the cinema mainly for the costs of it and the timing as well. The film that I wanted to watch wasn't on until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. So that put me off again because obviously I have to get up and come to work in the morning. And that was the same for Saturday and Sunday. I will try and get to the cinema at some point because what I would like to do is just do like a review of films on a Monday, and then we can chat about what we've been watching. Hey, morning, Ruby. Moonstone, welcome for joining. So just let me know in the comments where you are in the world and what you're up to today. So once I've finished here, which will be around about 9 o'clock, I'm going to go home and carry on doing some more episodes of Echoes of Betrayal. Now I'm fully up to date with what I've recorded, so I need to go and record a few more episodes for you to listen to coming up. So the story so far is about a third of the way through the story, and there's a few twists and turns that are on the horizon with regards to the Star of Governance and also Kronos and all that, and morning, and Cyclops. Kronos was on another story, so Orc and Lek. So some real twists and turns coming up. The alien race that is in the vault are going to be playing a bit of a pivotal role going forward with the story. And yeah, I'm going to be doing it. Just general chit chat. What have you been up to at the weekend? And what are you going to do for the rest of the week? Are you at college? Do you work? Are you another content creator? Just general stuff like that, mate. Hiya. So, yeah, I mean, I was just talking about cinema and how expensive it's got for the simple fact that it could cost you maybe £50 for a couple to go to the movies, only for that film to show up on a streaming service in a month or so's time. Thank you. Yeah, of course you can. Thank you. Thank you for that. So, yeah, I mean, I do intend to get to the cinema. When my regular one opens, they're shut for refurbishment. They're putting in some new seats or something, and they're reasonably priced. They were. I bet you after the refurb, they're going to cost an arm and a leg. But I mean, when you talk about taking a family to the cinema, it's an absolute fortune because obviously the kids and that are going to want something to eat. And remember when the cinema used to be a treat, it used to be affordable? I won't show off my age. Thank you very much. Thank you. And so just generally chatting about what I've been up to at the weekend and what we've got coming up. I'm probably going to go live again on thinking Wednesday. I might go live tomorrow. Depends. I've got a job interview and stuff tomorrow. So I might not be around as much as I want to. And on Thursday, I've got arrangements. Might be able to do live on Thursday. Favourite food? It all depends entirely on what mood I'm in. I do like a decent chicken korma and an Indian. I do like Indian food. But then also I like a nice curry. And you can't beat the tradition of a roast lamb, roast potatoes, parsnips, gravy, carrots, veg. Yeah. What's yours? I did watch X-Files. I got really into the X-Files. I loved the show. And I think they kind of finished it at the right time. They've made 3 films they've made. So it wasn't the same when they revived it. Hi. It wasn't the same, I think, when they revived it, because the thing with a lot of these TV shows, they have that magic when they're fresh and they're new. It would be a bit like doing Firefly again. Firefly, I think, you're going to have to be something, it's going to have to be written really well in order for it to catch up and capture that magic again. Well, thank you. You're awesome too, you know. These lives are only as good as the audience, so without your participation and your questions, then the lives would be boring, dull, and then nothing. So thank you for stopping by. Um, so yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the X-Files films, and I think they did try and revive it, didn't they? They done another season a couple of years ago, but I don't think it had the same effect because you can't capture that magic, can you? So so that's all that. Oh, there's two movies, right? Okay, yeah. Perhaps I've heard rumours of a third one. Um, Howdy, thank you for the emojis. Yeah, I think there's rumours of them doing a third film, but again, I don't know whether or not it'd be a success because before long it's going to be on a streaming service, isn't it? I really feel that streaming services have killed off cinema. They're certainly giving it a good go. Morning, Samaran. Nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. So what's your favourite film? My favourite film is Aliens. Haven't just watched the X-Files. There was a video game back in the day, and I remember playing that. Really difficult because there wasn't a lot of instructions with it, so you just had to get on and do it. I'm just going to talk. I'm actually at work, so yeah. Twilight, is that your favourite film? That's fair enough. I can't say it's really my cup of tea, but my wife likes it and my daughter enjoys it. Was it Edward and that? He's like iRobot. Yeah, iRobot's a good film. It was I Am Legend that has the different ending. But no, yeah, I enjoy sci-fi, which is why I write sci-fi stories, and I'm trying to create sci-fi films as well. And yeah, David Duchovny. Have you seen him in Evolution? Because that's a really funny film. I'm in the UK. I'm just outside London. So where are you from? Let me know where you're from. Yeah, Evolution came out probably trying to think now. It's been together since. So yeah, about 2003, 2004. India. All right. Okay. Dubai. That's fine. No, it's great to have you here. Yeah, so funny. And I do wonder whether or not they'll ever get around to doing a sequel. Is it a film that deserves a sequel? I'd say probably not. It's kind of like Galaxy Quest. Galaxy Quest should just be left alone. And again, there's always these rumours that they're trying to do something with it, like bring out a TV series or bring out a sequel to it. But you can't bring out a sequel without Alan Rickman, and a TV series wouldn't work unless unless they kind of did it like oh yeah, I've lost my train of thought. The what was the sci-fi spin-off series that Seth MacFarlane did? Yeah, we're in winter, definitely in winter, but you wouldn't think it. I mean, it's chucking it down with rain, about 13, 14 degrees, so a bit warmer than normal. But yeah, well, you kind of mid-season in India. Do you get winters and summers? Because you're kind of like in the middle, aren't you, of the world? Too old. 50. So I grew up with the original Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and Doctor Who. What else did we watch? And Star Trek. I remember I was watching Star Trek before the Dawn. All right. I was watching Star Trek before The Next Generation came out. Yep, I am married. Thank you. Just trying to think, what was that? The Seth MacFarlane sci-fi series that is a bit of a spoof. It's a comedy. Yeah, I've got a couple of kids, thanks. No, I've got one kid. A couple. If I've got a couple, I don't know about them. Yeah, how about yourself? You got children? Happy? Married? Single? That's going to annoy me now. Only one. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. What is that sci-fi series? Because I think the only way that... all right, fair enough. The only way that you could do a remake of Galaxy Quest is to have it with somebody like Seth MacFarlane. Oh, in the Netherlands. Oh, cool. That must be pretty cold over there this time of year, isn't it? Which part of the Netherlands? Because there is one, is it the Netherlands where the sun doesn't set? And then you have 6 months, you've got like 4 months of summer and 6 months of winter where the sun doesn't set. Is that the Netherlands? Or is that I'm trying to think where the Netherlands is, Holland, because it's Finland, isn't it, I think? Right. I remember the name of that TV series. Okay, that's fair enough. I've actually been to Russia. I spent some time in Moscow and St. Petersburg, because it was Leningrad when we went, and that was before you had Gorbachev was in charge then, and then it was, yeah. No, I've been there. No, it's really, really beautiful country. Really beautiful country. So it's really cold. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's is it Finland? I'm probably thinking of Finland because it's the part of Europe that goes all the way up into the Arctic Circle. But yeah, Netherlands is a bit south, isn't it? Showing how bad I am at geography. Oh, God, I will remember that name. My job now is to remember that name of that TV series, and then chat about it. So, yeah. I mean, what's your favourite? Yeah, I'll have a look at them. Yeah, because Holland. Yeah, I know whereabouts you are. I'm just trying to think of where it is that I was thinking of. So yeah, I've got top fans. What's that then? Cool. Okay. So yeah, hopefully the cinema will be open by the end of the week, and I'll be able to go and watch something, and then I can do a review on Mondays. Because the idea of what I was going to try and do was watch a film at the weekend, and then I can do. I'm only as good as the audience, so I can do. I mean, it's empty, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, this is it. That's it, really. Not a lot to show. Yeah. So yeah, what I want to try and do is get to the movies once a week, then do a review on here. Hi. Hi, Sadie. Where are you from? What's the weather like? And thank you for joining me. Oh, I'm more a cat person than a dog person, mainly because cats are independent. I mean, where I live, I haven't got room for a dog, so I've got 3 cats. And it's great because cats are independent, they're not solitary, they do like company, but you can leave them. They've kind of got a bit of more of a brain than a dog. So if you leave a cat for a few days, it's going to be okay, as long as it's fed and watered. You can't just, that'd be cruel to leave it nothing to eat. But yeah. All right, that's okay. No, I haven't. I haven't listened to that. I mean, KSI, is that one of the Korean pop bands? My daughter probably has. GG. Right. Yeah, so I can then start doing a few reviews and stuff here as well. I usually talk about me books because obviously the purpose of the channel is to try and create a new form of entertainment, and hopefully, I don't know him personally, but I know of him. Yeah, he's in a new TV series. I think it's on Sky in the UK. My name's Wayne. Okay. And I write science fiction books. I've got one available. Malice, nice to meet you. And yes, I've got a couple of books available on the Amazon bookstore. So if you go to my website, which is wayneblinko.com, or just look up Wayne Blinko on Amazon, then you'll find I've done a couple of books. Right, yes, and it's wonderful. Oh, brilliant. I'll have to check that out because that's got predominantly a British cast in it, isn't it? That if it's the show that I'm thinking of, because one of the lead actors is actually a comedian. Okay, I'm going to be on for a couple of more minutes and then I'm going to go. Just talk about different things, don't we? But yeah, I just want to try and engage with the people that are watching my videos, and I find this easier than to read through all of the comments all the time. All right, so you're, is it Virgo? Comes after Leo, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm a bit earlier in August. So I'm a Leo. I think that makes you Virgo, doesn't it? Chris Van. Yeah. So it's really good. I have heard good reviews about that. Something that I haven't done yet, and I'm sitting on the fence at the moment. I've really enjoyed Stranger Things, and I know that they've released 4 or 5 episodes. I haven't watched them yet because I'm on the fence. Do I watch them now, or... All right, cool, nice to have you back. Do I watch Stranger Things now and then talk about it on the live on a Monday or a bit later on in the week? Or do I wait until all of the episodes are done, which would be the end of next month, because they're releasing them in 3 batches? See, I'm not too fussed. If somebody talks about Stranger Things, yeah, I have played games. I usually stick to the Xbox, and the last game I played was Space Marine. But it's difficult to try and get on the Xbox and play games because of really focusing on the channel and trying to create the show that I've got in mind, which is why I showed a little bit of a I gave you a bit of a preview of what I'm trying to work on with one of the videos that I made. It's got the animation of the spaceships. So I'm focusing more on that than I am gaming, but I've been a phenomenal gamer in the past. I used to buy all of the latest releases. I've played Gears of War. Gears of War is my favourite game, I think, of all time, along with Elite Dangerous. But they really do consume your time when you're sat there with a console and a controller. And I'm trying to focus more on writing some new books and creating some more shows like videos for YouTube. So the characters and that I can think of and that I'm creating for the stories that I write about, I'm trying to put into 3D books. It's looking like it. There's a couple of more now. So if you, for those that have just come in, thank you very much, and leave me a comment as to where you are in the world and what you're up to for today. I'm going to be finishing the live in a couple of minutes so that I can get off back home and carry on writing Echoes of Betrayal and get those chapters out for you, because I'm now up to chapter 22. So I need to go through the process of doing the narration and sorting out the video for that. So what I'm trying to do is a series called The Salamander. Now, The Salamander is going to be about Captain Jack and his crew They're a group of smugglers that operate kind of in the grey areas of the law just to survive in the universe. Now, I have got a story and kind of a script in mind for that, and I'm trying to put that together with the films, the animation software that I'm using, which is Blender. And I did release a snippet of that just to give you guys a hint of what's to come. The first episode I'm expecting to be ready by the end of, maybe the end of February. It's taken me a little while to put it all together because I've got to literally build the sets within Blender. And that's what's taken the time, because I'm new to Blender and I don't really get what I shouldn't do. I'm learning the software as I go along, and that's why it's taken me longer than what I would like. I've got the character designs ready, but they're not good enough for me to use in the videos. So I'm actually speaking to a 3D modeler, and hopefully we'll be able to work together and she can create the and then she can create the characters for me and get them looking good. Pretty much what I do in adulthood, except for I didn't have to work. So had all these ideas as a child, played loads of games. Player, not really, not going to really answer that question. So just a minute or so, and then I've got to go. So all of the ideas and that, I mean, I've had the characters and that have been festering for a while, since my teenage years, and now I've actually started to put it all into action. I don't talk politics or religion, so okay. This is for escapism. I think there's enough conflict and everything in the world where people talk about politics, religion, and to be honest, this isn't a channel for that. This is about pop culture and escapism. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. But all are welcome. That's the thing. All are welcome. We just put that to one side when you come onto this channel. Same with TikTok. So, but it's an interesting question. So yeah, and I'll just try and build this. Yeah, 6, 7. All right. So that's it. That's it for today. I'm gonna scoot off. You can do one. If you do the one you have on it, I'll let. Okay, a little bit more explanation on that. Hi. Yeah, 6, 7. If you can do the one you have on it, I'll let. Okay. All right, well, that's it for today's live. I will be back. I might be back tomorrow, but I'm more likely to be back on Wednesday. Okay, so take care of yourselves, and Echoes of Betrayal episode 22, I think, will be out hopefully today. If not today, it'll be out first thing tomorrow. We have one in the group. See you later. Okay. All right. All right. Take care of yourselves. Be back on Wednesday. Definitely back on Wednesday. Same sort of time. I might be back tomorrow, depending on how I get on. Okay. Cheers.